Okay, so we welcome back if you're coming back, and welcome if it's your first time. And we're sharing guidance and everything to do with life, so take what resonates for you. And just know that you are most appreciated, and thank you for passing by. So, when you are traumatized and then something traumatizing still happens, you tend to think that maybe you deserve that, and then whatever you go through seems to be less painful than the past trauma you had undergone. And you keep thinking that after all, I'm already traumatized, so what more could there be from another traumatizing thing that could be worse than what you were going through? And that leads you to make more and more mistakes. And then you just find yourself trying to cope with whatever comes your way, because you also end up feeling as if you would never get away from whatever that is traumatizing you. So you might just as well get along with it. But no, that is not right. When you are traumatized once or maybe even several times, that does not mean you should cope with that, because there is always a way out of any bad situation. And just remember, we have the duality thing. There is always a way out. Always. Not saying that if you have something good, you will get a bad one. No, not necessarily that. This is for the reminder for that which is bad. That you can always get back to a good situation no matter what or how long it takes. Some people feel too ashamed about what they are going through, that they think now it's done, they can't do anything about it, or no one will look at them in a good way, the way they had been looked upon to. So feeling ashamed is what keeps you stuck on whatever traumatic experience that you are going through. And there are so many reasons as to why people get stuck on whatever traumatic situation they are in. But you need to know that you can still get to feeling safe and feel good no matter what kind of traumatic situation you are in. Whatever you are going through should not be the reason why you imprison yourself in whatever that which makes you unhappy. It's not going to be easy, but you need to know that you can get to safety. Don't give up on your happiness just because you are afraid of what people would say about you or how they would view you, or maybe even just because someone threatens you with something, blackmailing you. People who try to keep you stuck always try to use your insecurities to get power over you. And just remember, those insecurities that you have can always be shed off and solved, because there is nothing in this world that cannot be solved. The only thing that can't be solved is death, because there is no coming back, and that is it. You can't come back after you die. You will only pass your energy to the next kin, and those are passed on as memories stored in the human cells. And that's a whole other thing or another topic which maybe in the future we might be able to talk about. Anyway, what we are saying here is that your insecurities will be used to keep you in fear so that you do what the traumatic thing is wanted of you. And fear is nothing but an illusion. We live our lives through choice, and we are going, are we going to keep up with what makes us happy, or do something about it and get on with our lives in the right way, the way we are meant to live? It all ends up to, or sums up to just the way we think people will perceive us. And that is why we end up making the mistake of choosing the wrong choices each and every time. Mostly it's the fear of feeling ashamed when we think that people will not approve of what we choose. Not saying that this applies to all choices, because there are choices that really we don't need to make, which would really not be good for us. You might get courage to choose doing something without giving heed to what people would say, but that choice would only work out well for you if it is ethical. And let us add to say it needs to abide to that which the Most High approves to. If it does not fulfill that which is of the Most High goodness, you will be challenged and of course guided to see how damaging it could be to you until you give up on that. But if you're choosing the good for yourself and releasing that which is bad for you, you would get all the support that you need as long as you remain firm in your intention to do what is good for yourself. Trauma is painful, and it is a habit that gains momentum slowly with time. And getting rid of that habit too takes a lot of courage and sometimes even time to get rid of. But it is not impossible to get rid of trauma. You can always heal yourself as long as you believe that you are going to get cured with each and every step that you take for healing yourself. So always believe that you will get to goodness no matter how hard it seems. Even that hard you see is nothing but illusion. And ask God, the Most High, to help you out and stay alert for all the signs that are sent to you to help you out for your situation. The hardness and difficulty comes when you resist the help that is sent to you by concentrating and focusing more on the past traumas more than the good possibilities that you might face in the future. When you shift your mindset to focus more on getting positive results. So stay positive even if you feel challenged. Just know that what is meant to happen will happen, depending on how you react to whatever is happening around you. And I hope that helps. This is really sort of overwhelming because dealing with trauma is hard and one of the worst experiences you could ever be dealing with, especially when you are made to feel totally alone. It's hard but not impossible to overcome. So take courage, have faith, love yourself, because you can't expect anyone else to love you more than you love yourself, and you deserve goodness. So till next time, hold on tight and keep pushing. And with much love, God bless.